Coaches, how are we? Skits Fits here, back again. It has been 12 days since I've done another video. Was a bit of a reason. I want to give a little shout out to one bloke, Adamo Baldacchino. Comment, where have you been? Where have you gone, bro? 9 days missing. It was just really nice, just checking in. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of bad news. I had a family member, Arnie, pass away. So, just mind off it a little bit. Time with the family, and had the funeral the other day. It was a nice send-off, but bit of a story about the send-off. What are the odds? I'm sure everyone's heard in the news that Sam the Punisher, got shot outside of Quest Hotel or whatever, the Mongols' bikie leader, I think. I'm not too sure. But as we were at the burial, there were cops everywhere, highway patrol. As you come into the cemetery, I'm like, what the hell? Speed limit says 30. I'm like, are they seriously on the radar inside a cemetery going 30, and they want a pay rise? I couldn't believe it. I know there was cops in every street, cops everywhere. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, what has my auntie done? And then anyway, I got lost in this cemetery. It was in a new part, and this guy, had arm out the window, driving, looking for the place, neck tat and stuff. And the guy goes, he worked in the cemetery in the car. He goes, hey, mate, you here for Sam's? I was like, no, Bill, Gillian. I'm going that way. Follow me. I'm like, all right. I'm following him, and he's going 50. And I'm like, there's cops everywhere. Like, is this a setup? Anyway, we get there, and then my mum gets to the car. She's like, guess what? I'm like, what? She's like, the blah, 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 blah. His funeral's just there. Literally 200 meters away from us. There was colourful people everywhere, right? Bikies everywhere, and we're at our spot, and they're kind of parked down the street, walking through the bushes, coming towards ours, thinking it's theirs, and it was like, oh no, you're just over there. And then the hearse come in, followed by all these, motorcycles in front and police, and it was just pretty intense. And that's a story. Well, yeah. Anyway, back to Supercoach, shall we? A lot's happened in 12 days, a lot of injuries, the team's changed a lot. What you're looking at right now, which is probably small, but I've posted this on Abs's. He's going to do a rate the team, and this was as of the 2nd of Feb, 2 days ago. I'll zoom in. Can we zoom in a bit more? No, we cannot. It goes smaller, does it? Anyway, so Sheasel, Whitfield, Sinclair, Mills, Travalia, Hawley, Bont, Butters, Sarong, Oliver, Peatling, Smith, Ed Allen, Nevitt, Gawn, Cherry, McRae, Sanders, Daniel, Berry, Cleary, Davidson, and DeConing. I was pretty happy with that. I think the video before, I had Nank, the three-headed monster down there. Was really, really loving and digging that. But I think with Philippou going down, to go to Sanders, and I was really happy with Sanders, to be honest. Sanders was one of the, he was high on my list from last year. The way that he finished the year in the twos, just the way that he got put into the twos from cracking the shits on the bench and not getting his chance. Even with Treloar in, I was keen to go Sanders, albeit it's a bit scary with Bevo. Sorry, that just confused me. I was really keen to go Sanders, and now with Philippou going down and Treloar going down, that was an absolute no-brainer for me. And I actually think he's going to outdo Ed Richards. I did get to feature. I don't know if you have seen it. If you want to go have a watch, but I was invited to go have a little cameo on the Insight Fantasy Sports podcast. Love these guys. Watch every video they put up, and I'm always in the live in the comment section. Bit of a troll, but we've got some great banter. It was a great night. I was pretty nervous, but the boys really welcomed me in, and made me feel pretty calm pretty early. So had an absolute blast on there. If you want to go check it out, if you haven't already seen it, surely if you're not subscribed to them, you're missing out. So definitely get down there and have a look. I mean, I did have to wait an hour and a half until I got to go on, but it was well worth it. Had a blast. So that was the team with Abs. So Abs is going to review that, but I'll take you across now to what I played around with last night and go through my thought process. Where are we? 2024, 2025. Did you know, like I was trying to look at my trade history because I wanted to go through it. You can't see your trade, like it won't show you trade history from 2024. I'm really shattered about that because I literally this trade here where I started off 33,000 was a 20,000 jump rank jump. That was Sarong, Ryan, and I think Closey. And then that just catapulted me into from there into the top 100. But I made some dog shit moves. Do I have a sound effect for dog shit? That's sorry, I thought the crickets were playing the whole time. I brought in, I think around here, I brought in Jesse Hogan, got rid of Nick Martin for Jesse Hogan, put the captain straight on him. He gives me a 60. And mind you, like we're still making ground. So like we made that massive jump. Imagine if I just held on to Martin, who turned up, and just got 100 for my captain or something, rather than stuck, because I think he was playing the Tigers or someone, West Coast I think it was. He was playing West Coast. I'm like, oh, he's gonna go 200 on these guys, but West Coast were actually very good in defense. Then another move was I brought in Tom Green at top dollar, like top dollar, just because that preseason I had my plan. I'm like, all right, we're fading Dacos. We're bringing Dacos in here. The next is we're selling anything. We have to have Tom Green. Played a fair few average games for ages, and then finally, I don't know if he looked good or not, but he came out and scored a 5, and I'm pretty sure I VC'd him or C or something. He just felt hollow. It was terrible. And then another one was, then I also brought in Christian Petrarca, because when you go from 33,000 into the top 1K, and it's your second year, you're on cloud 9. You're like, oh my gosh, like you're so far ahead of everyone. And I'm on Inside, I'm on Supercoach Edge, I'm on all these lives, right? And your name's getting, you're top of everyone's league. You're getting mentions left, right, and center, and it's awesome. You're in the chat, everyone's congratulating you. So you're just like, I need to do something special. I need to get better. I need to make moves that no one else can do at the moment. I don't know, just by looking at my team value, if I was more than anyone else, but it felt like I need to get these Petrarcas at top dollar because no one else will be able to get him. Bang, shot myself in the foot. I need to get Green. Bang, shot myself in the foot. And honestly, if we can get the trade history, it is just dog shit. It is so bad. We run out of trades at round 19. We're sitting at 477, and we just hang on to finish 1385, which I'm super proud of. But just looking back, I don't know how far off. I don't know how far off first I am. How many? Probably a few thousand actually. So, but there was I kept going against the grain with my vice captain and captain scores. That time I brought in Christian Petrarca. So I brought in Jesse Hogan, went straight C. I brought in Petrarca. This was against Richmond. I literally, as the countdown was going to the game, I was like, everyone's going Max Gawn, and I'm like, I got to be different. I'm ahead. I can afford to go different. I'm like, Petrarca's going to go 200. Nank's pretty strong. I literally won. I went, bang, VC Petrarca. And then Marlon Pickett tags the absolute shit out of Petrarca. And then from then, so I've paid top dollar for Petrarca. Everyone's worked out the cheat code, how to stop Melbourne. It's you stop Petrarca. And he goes on to get tagged and tagged and tagged until finally he playing Collingwood. Is it Collingwood? He's off to a fly. I'm like, here we go. Petrarca's back. Bang! Darcy Moore straight in the ribs. And I was just like, and then track was off. Like, I seen him come back on. I'm like, come on, track, come on. I was pumped. But then he had to come back off. And I was filthy. Keep dropping in ranks, filthy. And I even remember going on Petrarca's Insta or Twitter on his cooking thing, and I said, hey, Track, you know what you should cook next? Smoked ribs. And I know, that's horrible. The day later, the severity comes out in the news how bad it was and life-threatening. I felt very low, and I apologised and deleted it because it was in the heat of moment. And sometimes we swing, sometimes we hit them, and sometimes we miss. And when we miss, we apologise and we move on. But yeah, so going into 2025, all those lessons you've learnt the hard way. That you need to have those lessons. The year prior before that, I'm just learning how to do the loopholes on the bench. I'm learning how to do the VC score. I remember I had Tim English on the bench. He scores a 145 or something like that, or a 135, and I put someone else. I put so I got the 0. I forgot to put the emergency. I missed the 135, and I get the donut on field. Like, it's just, I had LDU. I was out somewhere, and then everything crashed, and it was a late withdrawal. Just things like that. So yeah, very excited for this season. And with all that rambling, let's go into my side and see what we're thinking at the moment. This is my shield. Now, if nobody really cares about their shield and you want to be part of a crew, I'm inviting people, make the same colour, make your own different colour, be a little bit different. But if you want to be part of the Skits crew, right, go the blank shield, go exactly the same if you like. And then if I see that, I'll be like, oh, purple. Yeah, I do love purple and green. So disregard it if you want to be your own unique self as well. But I just thought it'd be pretty cool to go down the leagues and just see a whole bunch of, you just see a whole bunch of, oh, we got one. But you're part of the crew, mate. You're part of the crew. If we see a couple more, then disregard that, because unless he's already seen me and he's like, oh, that's pretty cool, I'll do it too. Or he's just a blue bagger and he just wants to be blue bagger. You can't be blue. All right? It has to be cool. Is that a full green one? Was that full green? Full green. Dragon lead. I swear everyone's seen me and then they're going, oh, that's pretty cool. So anyway, let's get heaps of... Oh, now I'm going to have to cut this out of the video. Oh, there's another one. I swear these guys have seen... Nobody had this a couple of weeks ago. Nobody had it, and now they're popping up everywhere. So if you're watching this video, and be honest, if you see mine, you thought it was cool, and then you're like, I'm going to do that as well. Yeah, everyone's doing it now. Or has everyone always been doing it? Let me know. But I anyway, enough about that. Let's get on my team. All right. Should we go a bit zoomy there? So we've got backline. I've decided to boot Sinclair just for now, just with all the injuries going down, I think he goes back into the midfields. I was really excited just for him to have that half-back role. Midfield's not too bad, but just for now, we're playing around with it. That doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, until the practice matches. So, 3 pillars, 3 rooks. Bont, Butters, Dacos. Now, Dacos is in because I faded him last year and I shat myself. First 2 rounds in, I've gone, what a terrible decision I have done. No, 2024, my bad. Where's season stats? So the first 3 games, he comes out 131, a 135, and I'm going, oh my gosh, what have I done? We've made a terrible mistake. And then Windhagger comes out and just... I was at poker this night. I was almost late to poker because I was watching. I was like, keep him under 60. Keep locking. It was awesome. And then I just knew his that was going to be in his cycle for 3 weeks. So he's just going to lose cash. And I think we get him in round 6 after his bye. Yep, we got him in round 6 because I definitely... Or maybe we got him in round 7 because I definitely wanted him for Anzac Day. And I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that again. He's a set and forget. Set. Forget. You know what I mean? And I know it's a lot of money for a buy player, but I've booted Clary and Mills. Now I know they could be as equal, but when everyone doesn't have Mills, I don't have Dacos. So if we go to the show buys, round 2, nope. Round 3, Ed Allen and Dacos, Cleary and Patton. We've got cover for all of these guys, but then the following weeks, they're back. They are back. I may as well show you the rest of the side, my bad. Where's clear buys? Well, that's really it. So, Gawn, Cherry, we brought Flynn back in, we brought Horny Man back in, Sanders I'm really stoked about, Davidson and Sanders got Bog. Oh, Sanders got Bog. Davidson scored 2 or 3 goals. Sanders scored 3 goals and midfield. Like, I think Ed Allen might get tagged. Well, I don't know. I just think Sanders is gonna... He's part of that. He's cut from the same cloth as Levi, as the Ashcroft brothers, and all the Sandringham products. They're all elite. And so Sanders went to the draft just to be there for Levi. So they're all going to want to, his mates have just won a premiership. He just won a Norm Smith. This guy's going to be like, mate, I'm just as good. I just haven't had my chance yet. So really excited to see that. If Bevo's him, we pivot. Or... I don't want to Nick Martin myself next year. I don't want to in and out him. We'll see. Even if Treloar comes in, if Sanders has like a Heaney type start, there's nothing Bevo can do. And you don't bring... What's Treloar out for? Calf? You don't put him as an inside mid coming off an old man injury. You put him forward line. You keep Ed Allen in and you put Treloar off the half back then. Like, yeah. Anyway, that's my reasoning. Back with Flynn, there's value there. The number 1 ruck, there's points to be made. I like that. We don't have the loop in Sims, but Sims will get a game later in the year, and I'm all about making money. I want all these guys to make money. I want everyone making money. And then when the time's right, when you have to do like a 2 or a 3 trade and you just need that 113,000 player that's giving you the donut, that's when I'll flip and I'll have him on the bench, got that loop, all before. So when are their buys? Around 12. So then Cherry goes there. No, well, we can still do a 3-way there. Boyd comes on, doesn't matter. So that's round 12. Boyd, doesn't matter. Gee, this is working beautifully. And what is it, round 15? Oh, then round 15 we got 2. So really, like I could either go Boyd, yeah. So then by round 15, we get Sims on the bench, or even anyone that just has that DPP, and we're able to, get that extra ruckman on field and a new flex in position. And then hopefully by round 15, Sims is looking pretty sick, and he might even get a game. So it could be a good pick there. Another pick I'm high on is Tom Gross. The moment I heard this kid have his first press conference after the draft, a Melbourne boy going all the way over to WA, and the confidence, and he was just excited, and is he a country boy? I think he was a Vic country boy. The way that he spoke, I retweeted and just went like, this guy's going to be a star. Like, you can just tell it's just leadership, and I don't know. So I was watching that, and then he goes out, plays in the B team, and gets best on ground against the A team in the midfield. So bang. Get in the side, son. With Yo down. Are there any more? Baker had a little bit of a niggly. There's every chance that he could have a start, him and Hewitt. Yeah, I'll zoom out a little bit. We'll have a look at it fully, but obviously subject to change. What's going on here? Hey. Changes. There we go. So that's the side there. League code down the bottom over there. If you want to jump in the Skits League, more than welcome, more the merrier. Is there anything else that I wanted to talk about? No, I think I gave a shout out. Yeah, I did give a shout out. There's that, the fellas. Now, got my little conspiracy hat on, right? I don't know NBA at all. I'm a Bulls fan from just from the Michael Jordan days. That's it. I've barely ever watched. I've never watched a full game. I don't know much about it, but I'm not an idiot. Like I know who the big dogs are. Now, this Luka trade is the most sus kind of. Someone's got a gun to their back. Like, how the hell did this dog shit trade go about? Hear me out. All right, hear me out. So, LeBron James, big Kamala advocate, went off his nut when Trump got in, right? Put up a post. He goes, blah, 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 to his daughter, I promise to protect you with everything I have and more. We don't need their help. What are we even talking about here? When I'm thinking about my kids and family and how they will grow up, the choice is clear to me. Vote Kamala Harris, James captioned on his post. It got better. But, so I reckon, here we go, yeah. Trump speech at the civil rights protest message, hate takes us back. Anyway. So, I think Trump's gone. All right, the second part of this. Melania Trump from Slovenia. Slovenia. Luka Doncic, Slovenian. Trump is getting rid of LeBron, going, watch this. You're not going to be the face of the NBA when Trump's going to release all LeBron, all the Diddy stuff, all right? One of the biggest franchises cannot have this as the face of the franchise. Even though he's old, he's got to get going out, whatever. NBA ratings and views are at an all-time low. You get the biggest European star to go to that side. LeBron's going to get booted. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Ain't no party like a Trumpy party, baby. That's my conspiracy into this, because it just doesn't make sense. And then when you go about it, it's like such a dog shit trade. It's like, how could this go? How could this happen with like no questions asked? Like just getting swept. I don't know if it's getting swept on the rug. We watch heaps of TikTok and stuff, but it's like only one man has that much power to make something happen with no questions asked, really. So let me know what you think about that. Am I a nut job? Yeah, probably. But yeah. All right. This has been great. Give us a like, give us a follow, add us on Twitter, X. Yep. Thank you. Have a watch of the Insight Fantasy Sport. Have a watch of that. Let us know what you think, and I will catch you on the next. Peace. This fucking controller. Stop.